You definitely know. We're talking about a couple of giants in the sports world that have been locked in this epic battle for decades. But this isn't just about business. This is the story of a rivalry that literally tore a family in two.
Adidas and Puma. I mean, for as long as any of us can remember, they've been going at it. World Cup fields, Olympic tracks, you name it. They've been head-to-head fighting for the same athletes, the same customers, the same spotlight. It's one of the most classic brand rivalries out there.
But here's where this whole thing goes from a business story to like a full-blown family drama. What if I told you these two massive global empires were actually born from the exact same family business started by two brothers who ended up as, well, mortal enemies?
So to really get what happened, we've got to go back, way back, to the 1920s, in a tiny German town where this story begins not with a fight, but with a partnership.
So meet Adi and Rudi Dassler. And at first they were the perfect team, like a perfect yin and yang. Adi was the quiet one, a total craftsman, completely obsessed with just making a better shoe. And then you had Rudi. He was the loud, ambitious one, the natural salesman, always focused on growth and power. So one brother made the shoes, the other sold them. It was a simple formula, you know? And man, it worked.
Their huge break came in 1936 at the Berlin Olympics. Adi made this incredibly bold move and convinced the American sprinter Jesse Owens to wear their shoes. And when Owens won an unbelievable 4 gold medals, well, that wasn't just a win for him. It put the little Dassler-Weber shoe company on the map, big time.
And the effect was instant. I mean, we're talking massive. Orders just started flooding in from all over the world. This should have been it, right? The moment that sealed their future together, the beginning of this unstoppable dynasty. But while the business was booming behind the scenes, the cracks were starting to form.
You know, success has a funny way of changing things. It just magnified every little difference between them. And that balance that made them so strong, it started to turn into tension and arguments and paranoia. Their partnership was speeding towards a point of no return.
And this is really where it all started to unravel. You had Adi, the quiet innovator who just wanted to be in his workshop perfecting the product. And then there was Rudi, the loud visionary who wanted to build an empire. These two drives, which used to work so well together, were now on a total collision course.
So after that amazing high of the 36 Olympics, everything got dark. World War II hit. And during the war, something happened between them. Some kind of unspoken betrayal that just completely shattered whatever trust they had left.
And you know what's wild? To this day, nobody really knows the full story. Was it a misunderstanding during an Allied bomb raid? Something about politics? Family drama? We don't know the whole truth. But we do know this. Whatever happened, it was unforgivable.
After the war, that was it. There was no going back. That distrust had turned into pure hatred. And the family business, it had to be split right down the middle.
1948. That's the year. The Dassler brothers' shoe company officially died. And from the ashes of that broken relationship, two rival empires were about to rise.
And this split wasn't just some corporate paperwork thing. It ripped their entire town apart. Seriously. Employees, they had to pick a side. Are you with Adi or are you with Rudi? Families were divided. There was zero middle ground. You were either Adidas or you were Puma. That's it.
So, from the wreckage of that one company, two new ones were born. Adi Dassler took his nickname Adi and the first part of his last name, Das, and created Adidas. Rudi? He wanted something more fierce, more dynamic, so he called his new brand Puma, after the powerful cat. What happened next wasn't just friendly competition, it was an all-out war. But here's the crazy thing. This bitter, personal, family feud, it actually became the engine that fueled innovation and insane growth for both of them. I mean, to really get how deep this rivalry ran, just imagine this. People in their hometown would literally look down at your feet, at your shoes, before they decide if they could even talk to you. The town was completely divided.
And what's so interesting is how you can see each brother's personality stamped all over their company. Adidas, just like Adi, became obsessed with performance, focusing on the serious athlete and totally dominating sports like football. Puma, on the other hand, just like the flashy Rudi, was all about identity, style, and big personalities. Both strategies worked, all because they were both so desperate to beat each other.
So yeah, they both built these global empires. They both got incredibly rich and famous. But their personal story, it really doesn't have a happy ending. Their legacy will always be one of being completely and forever separate.
The really sad, simple truth of it all, the two brothers never made up. They never reconciled.
The wounds just ran way too deep. Whatever that betrayal was, it was never forgiven.
And if you need one last image to perfectly capture their whole story, it's this. Adi and Rudi Dassler are buried in the exact same cemetery in their hometown, just at opposite ends. Divided in life, and just as divided in death.
So it kind of leaves you with this one big question, right? Was this whole thing just a terrible family tragedy, or was that intense, bitter rivalry, that burning desire to absolutely crush each other, the real secret ingredient that pushed them to build two of the most iconic brands the world has ever seen?